Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to show you how to make the ultimate 3-course meal to woo whoever you want this coming Valentine's Day. Come on, let's get started. For our first dish, we're going to make oysters 3 ways. We're going to draw inspiration from Korean, Chinese, and Japanese cuisines for our oysters today. It looks like a lot, but I did say this was the ultimate 3-course meal, right? In a small mixing bowl or a small dipping dish, we're going to add 4 parts of light soy sauce, 3 parts of yuzu or lemon juice, 1 part mirin, and 1 part hondashi powder, mixed until fully dissolved. Next, we have our ginger and scallion sauce, 1 inch of ginger peeled and grated, and slice thinly your scallions and dice them relatively finely and add them into your mixing bowl with the ginger. We'll add a few dashes of white pepper, followed with 3 tablespoons of hot neutral oil. Stir and combine until everything's fully incorporated and set aside until you're ready to plate. And because we're lazy, go ahead and use some store-bought samjang. After your sauces are done, start shucking your oysters. If you don't have a shucking knife, you can use a butter knife. Just be careful of your hands and fingers, and be sure to remove that top muscle and that bottom muscle of the oyster. For plating, I'm going to be using perilla leaves to add a pop of grain, and then carefully place your oysters front side inwards to prop themselves up to make sure that they don't fall over. Go ahead and start spooning in your ponzu sauce and add a good amount. We're trying to impress someone here, guys. Followed by some tobiko or flying fish roe. Add your samjang, and this is optional, but you can chiffonade a perilla leaf to add a bit of herbaceousness. And lastly, spoon on your ginger and scallion sauce. And for some extra credit, you can add some bonito flakes on top of the oyster with ponzu sauce to give some smokiness to it. Finish off with lemon zest. And you just made oysters 3 ways. And for our main course, we have a luscious noodle dish with beautiful sesame dressing. We have fresh veggies, egg ribbons, and the pièce de la résistance, marinated bouilli to go with your noodles. Starting with our veggies, slice the ends of the cucumber off, and slice the sides off so we have a flat surface to work with. Slice your cucumber into thin sheets and then stack them on top of each other and cut into matchsticks. Like the cucumber, we'll slice the ends off our carrot and cut it in half. Peel your carrot and slice into thin sheets and cut into matchsticks as well. Crack 2 eggs into a bowl and whisk together until completely homogeneous. For the sauce, in a small mixing bowl, add 2 tablespoons of sesame paste, followed by a premature Kewpie mayo explosion, and kind of just let it dribble into your bowl. A teaspoon of sesame oil and a teaspoon of black vinegar, a generous amount of sugar, a splash of water, and mix until you have a smooth and silky texture. Into a pot of boiling water, 2 servings of wheat noodles, and stir them around quickly so they don't stick together. And set a timer for 3 minutes. After the 3 minutes are up, take your noodles out and strain. Add a bit of oil to the noodles to make sure they don't come together while cooling. Heat a small pan with some oil and add in your eggs, and make sure to coat the pan with a thin layer. Roll and then cut into ribbons. Next, add in your meat and stir frequently to make sure the sugars don't burn. To plate, build up your noodles high and make a small well in the middle. Dress with your vegetables on the side. Garnish with green onions and add your bulgogi into the well. Finish with the egg ribbons and spoon on your sesame sauce and be liberal. Finish with a few drops of chili oil, and you have sesame noodles with marinated bulgogi and veggies. And lastly, to seal the deal, we have a rich and decadent chocolate tart with a vanilla whipped cream and a candied orange to garnish on top. Come on, we're almost there. Into a food processor, add 125 grams of unsalted butter, followed by 90 grams of granulated white sugar. Blitz until it's roughly incorporated. Add in 1 large egg and blitz again. Followed by 250 grams of AP flour. Blitz again until you form a shaggy ball. Dump it out onto your work surface and start kneading the dough until it becomes smooth. Wrap in cling film and flatten it into a disc and keep in your refrigerator to chill. For our whipped cream, start with 250 grams of heavy cream, 13 grams of sugar, and 0.25 grams of xanthan gum. Followed by a few splashes of vanilla extract. Whisk to combine and add into your whipping siphon and twist the top on tight. Add 1 charge of N2O until you hear this sound. Turn and shake it around to get the N2O incorporated and let it chill in your fridge. For our candied oranges, the ratio is 2 to 1, so 2 cups of sugar and 1 cup of water. You can change this around depending on your pan size. Bring to a boil and add your oranges. Let it simmer for about 1 to 2 hours or until the pith is translucent. Dry overnight on a rack or keep it in the oven on the lowest setting for 2 hours. Once our dough is chilled, portion it out and roll out to 4mm or a 1/4 inch sheet. Drop it into your tart mold carefully and start pressing it into the mold to fill all crevices. Use your rolling pin to remove the excess dough, poke a couple holes into the base to ensure an even bake, and throw it into a preheated oven set at 375 for 15 minutes. For the ganache, use a bain-marie and we'll add in 120 grams of heavy cream, 1 whole bar of Ghirardelli 65% dark chocolate, and stir until incorporated. Add in 60 grams of cold unsalted butter and whisk until fully combined. Once your tarts are done baking, fill each tart close to its edge with your ganache and chill in the fridge to set. Once set, add on top crunchy salt to cover each tart, followed by your whipping cream, and with 1 candied orange sliced in half, place it inside your whipped cream. And you've just successfully made a decadent chocolate tart. And that is how you make an ultimate 3-course meal for Valentine's Day. If you guys like what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me grow my channel and give you guys more content like this. Anyways, that's it from me. Peace.